Yeah, they don't recommend you smoke while you do this. And I'm like, the guy actually said that, and it cracked me up because, you know, yeah, it's flammable. There's things. Being a jeweler and smoking is like just not a great plan. There's so many things that we play with that are flammable, and would probably be best not flammed during. Yeah, so don't light anything up. We work with enough fire as is when you're doing soldering and stuff like that. Yeah, you don't set yourself on fire any other way. So I'm gonna try and wipe a little more of this off. Gooey. I might just check this like tomorrow to see how good a job it does in terms of really cleaning out I think the last time I did it, I just threw away. Actually, I don't think I used this bottle last time. I think I was doing small stuff, so I did like toothpicks to actually apply the stuff, and it worked beautifully. It's just tedious as heck, you know. And for this, because I knew I had a lot of stuff to do, I forget why I was even doing it. Oh, I know. I did a special project for someone, and I had leftover resin, and I was like, well, I hate to throw it away. Let's experiment. So I took some medallions that I had cast, and I decorated them with like the laurel medallions have laurel leaves on them, so I put green into that and that sort of stuff. Yeah, it was fine. I sold them all, and after I was done selling them all, I just never made any new ones because I don't really like working with this stuff particularly. I know people who are, and that's fine. I just have chosen not to in general. Let's see, there should be, there's a toothpick right there. And kind of, he squirted some through here, but it still has more than I would prefer in the actual little spout here. So I'm going to sort of rotate this through, get as much of that goop out of there as I can. And then I would be comfortable reusing this with black. I wouldn't use it with white or with something else. I'd be concerned that there'd be some sort of contamination. And there might not be. I mean, you know, as I said, I don't pretend to be an expert at this. But there we go. I'm going to leave this to evaporate. Whoa, stinky. I could put that outside. I'll do one more paper towel with a little bit more on my hands because I don't like that sticky feeling. Yeah. There we go. Somebody's snoring over here. It's just pretty hysterical. Not that fond of the smell of isopropyl alcohol either. But, all right. Okay. There we go. So I got a paper towel that's clean. I might as well use it for taking more stuff off. Okay, that's it. I'm not sure the cleanup is worth it. It depends on how hard it is for you to get the supplies that you need in terms of cups and needles and stuff. The needles are the most expensive stuff, so I think it's probably worth washing those. If you've got a source of, like I've got, these are old syringes. These can be used with needles. I have the needles. And then I also have a couple of different companies here. I also have some other ones that were saved that were just oral syringes, but all you're doing is using it as an applicator. So, and it depends on how big your areas are as to how quick you want to be able to apply and stuff like that. So, I have a dog here. I am cockeyed. Yes, I am very cockeyed. Woo! Here we go. He's like, "Are we going someplace, Mom?" Not yet. Close. Soon. Anyway, I hope you found that interesting. Coloris comes in like every color under the sun practically. Very stable, easy to do. Like I say, not what I usually do. But it works. It works. It will be hard. The only thing you shouldn't do with it is whip it up real hard when you're mixing it, because you can get too many bubbles in there. If your temperature that you're curing it at is too high, like over 125 degrees, I think it is, you might have issues with bubbles in the product that don't resolve themselves and go away. What else? And of course, if you're just applying with a toothpick or something, that's not going to be as big a problem, because the process of applying with a toothpick is going to reduce that. I have never tried to use a brush. Most people I know are either using some sort of a needle end or a toothpick. I'm trying to think, the person I know who's doing a lot of Coloris style stuff, if she's using a brush. She may be. I honestly haven't watched her that closely. It's a matter of experimenting with what works for you. How's your eye-hand coordination? How much have you thinned down the product? The whole thing. So, yeah, it's an interesting tool in the arsenal of things that you might want to have in your crafts box. If you're doing jewelry and you want specific colors, buy the colors. You could buy individual colors, or you can buy whole sets of colors. When I originally set this stuff up, gosh, I can't guess how many years ago now, I bought the basic supply kit, which has the little bottles and the medicine cups and the tops for the bottles and the sets of needle ends, and I think I bought all the colors. I don't remember if I bought all the colors or if I bought just the colors I like. I probably bought them all to start with. But to get everything these days, it's a couple $100. Like, I want to say $238 or something, some odd number like that. But if you were serious about this, it's a good way to go. That stuff goes a long way. I mean, I did 10 medallions today. I still had had at least a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half of resin left when I was done. And, you know, that was 10 medallions. And those are big blocks of color on there. So, yeah. And for most people, if you have just specific colors, you wouldn't necessarily buy the whole kit. I don't know if you can buy individual colors now or not. I haven't looked, because I have all the colors there, and I just needed black for this, so I simply brought a new container of black because I didn't want to risk that my old colors were old, because they've been sitting there for a very long time. And this is not exactly a temperature-controlled environment. It's temperature-controlled in terms of being drier than the outside. and less sunny, but the temperature swings in the studio are pretty extreme. So I wasn't sure how much it would be affected, and I didn't want to experiment with something that had to be done right. So be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because obviously I'm going to be doing a ton more stuff. I need to plant seeds. I need to show you guys what I've been doing with my enamel work. Just lots and lots of stuff. I'm trying to finish up several major projects this weekend. Crossing fingers. So until next time, bye. And be sure to brainstorm, because obviously we have to. Oh, and Henry is off dumping trash at the free trash dump day today down in Paulden, which is a 26 miles, 28 miles drive one way. And he dumped an entire, he had the car full of trash bags. So that got rid of a lot of annoying things. He may go back and do it again tomorrow, because I'm sure I can find another car's worth of trash around here that I want to get rid of it. And yeah, so until next time, bye.